Hey, what's up? Um, my name now suspect, aka person picking, aka Nami, aka I'm just there. Alright, this is meant to be a tutorial. No, not really a tutorial. It's just um my own tutorial of how I make my beats. Whatever you see or hear from this recording today is not the standard procedure of how I work. It varies. So sometimes if you be say na my yash I take make the beat, and some other times if you say na mess I take make the beat, it's different. You understand? So this is just an insight to how I work. Now the thing about production is this: producers vary. There are different levels of production. Yeah, it's the type of production that you have the producer who is also an instrumentalist. That is a producer that plays the instrument. And then the other type of production where you have a producer that actually dictates to an instrumentalist because they know what they want to hear. A producer is supposed to bring your dreams. Is supposed to make your dreams come alive. English too much, self. That's why. Me now. Today, what I just want to work on is a simple beat for all you Fruity Loop users. Me, I come from the era where we make beats with we started making beats with, you know, old Atari computers, A-dat, B-dat, Yamaha DM5, MPC 1000, MPC 2000, and that era of analog. Yeah, I just want to show you how I make my beats. Just a little bit of an example, just to give you a feel of how I work. That's all. Right. There's Fruity Loops, there's Nuendo, there's Acid Pro, there's, if you want to cut samples, there's a whole lot of programs for music production and all. But this is like, Fruity Loops is like, you know, like what these kids use these days, and you don't get choice, but this is like the simplest one to work with, and to show this small tutorial. I just want to make a simple beat, and so you guys just, I'm not a keyboardist. When I'm not key me and talk this, but I'm not a keyboardist. I'll just try and make a simple beat so you guys just see where I'm coming from, understand what I'm trying to say. Alright. First, when I want to make my beat, I start by after getting the inspiration for what I want, like the song in my head, and I start looking for tones that work with it. A lot of people make this mistake. They take tones that generally doesn't work for a particular genre of music, and they just, you know, just everything, pack everything together. It doesn't work. But these days, you really can't. There's really no rule for production, so you can use whatever it is that works for you. Once like my role model Dr. Dre says, he said, once you dig what you're working with and it works for you, that's it. Me, I work with Fruity Loops, and when I start my production, most times it varies. Sometimes I may just play like a chord down, and that's where I start working from, or I play like the drums and then maybe clap or something. But today, let me just show you a simple pattern of how I work. For instance, yeah, I have my tempo at 100 because of the genre of music I want to work on now. We have, that's the count I want to work with. It's called metronome for the children that we don't know. Okay, I have my kick. This kick is from a kit called 808 drums. Yeah, so listen up while I record. I have that down recorded. You go to Control A to highlight it, and then Alt Q to quantize it. Quantization, all it does is just arrange your beats in proper lines where they're supposed to be. You click on accept, and then you play back. This part here, this part here, when I come to this part here to increase it, you know, these lines here, it's the velocity. All it has to do is just intensity of the kick or whatever it is that I play. The instrument English too much. For just do this thing for PG. Telling you. Alright, my kick is down. I go to the next instrument, which is my clap. Which is my clap, and then I go click on R to record. Play. Let's go. Okay, I have that down. Then Alt Q, same thing. Are they mad? Alt Q, the same thing, and then I play back. This instrument here is called hi-hat, the way it sounds. Hi-hat, H-I-H-A-T. Most times, what I do with my hi-hat is this: I just, after playing drums, snare or clap, whatever it is I record the hi-hat, and then I remove the metronome, which is the count that I use. I don't want to be distracted when I start playing and hear that funny thing playing back again. So let's go record my hi-hat. So that's it. So once again, I'm back to this guy, the hi-hat. The velocity here, so it stands with the same level as the other instrument, so it doesn't get drowned when they play together. Now I have like what we call skeletal of what you want the instrumental to sound like. Some skeletals have other things playing in the background, like some skeletals are almost like finished instrumentals, but sometimes, you know, artists like to grow extra brain and they want extra tones on your song. Alright, this is the part where I start playing my chords, synths, whatever it is that's supposed to give like body to the song, and I'm using Hypersonic 2 and a synth called The 90s Are Back. Basically, this is what I have in mind. What I want, just go increase the line and then record. Let's go. I have that one down. Back, Control Alt again, Alt Q, Control A to highlight, then Alt Q to align. Trouble English. Okay, you notice some parts here, you find out that, and some of them are not, they play some of the notes play to the end, some don't. I want it to be like a perfect chord, so I take this one down, this one here, this one here, and then this one crosses over. I'm sorry, that's a double. Reduce it. This one, make it fully mamago. Then I play back. Alright, this is leading me in the direction that I want to go as regards the song. I can now start bringing in some extra things. For me, an instrumental is like a family to me, you know, like the kick is like the first song. The kick in the song is the first song, and the clap is like a sister to it. The hi-hat is like, you know, then get house girl for house, that guy too, get me the hi-hat, and then the chords or the pads or the strings playing underneath like this one, like the neighbors, and the bass line is the father of the house, Trouble, Kimi. Sometimes you want to play extra stuff like this. I use the clean strat guitar, 2XXL. No. I can now record. At least I found some of the notes that I need. Let's go. Playback. It's a funny note. Yeah, one funny line there. Okay, sort that one out. Junction here, I have almost everything I need, so I can now start putting extras. The extras that I put into this instrumental are basically for maybe like a rap verse, or probably the part where if it's a singer, like, you know, play something like this. It's just to help the instrumental basically at some point where it doesn't stay too monotonous. When it starts sounding monotonous, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a situation whereby at every stage of the instrumental you keep enjoying the song. And there's some parts where you have the instrumental playing, and it depends. Sometimes some instrumentals are monotonous, but then the vocalist doesn't make you notice it at all. If the vocalist is that good and he has great dynamics in his or vocals, doesn't make you I weak, I hang. Alright, back to the song. This part I want to include. So all I do is record. Let's go. I have that one down. Playback. Alright, basically now I have everything I want to work with on the song, you know, like the instrumental is done, that I can work with. Later on I can add on some other instruments and stuff. The most important thing to note after making an instrumental is the fact that you still have to arrange, and arranging an instrumental is wahala, as in it takes another special skill. Anybody, if you do it anyhow you like, it's best for you to do it the proper way. So most times you have to like sit down or actually think about each instrument that has been played and then see where it fits. Like for example now, if I want to, you start the song with the intro. I'm searching like for everything that I played. I'm looking for the intro, what to use for the intro. That's the kick, the clap, now hi-hat. Okay, that's the guitar. I can rename it. See, guitar. Okay, I think I should start this way. Mute the other instruments like this ones. Play. So I don't want to play in the background. Alright, let's go. This is how I want the instrumental to start, you know. Like the preparation for something coming. Then from here, I have the kick. Mute the kick. Solo this one. Okay. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Start this. Okay, from here I have my intro already. I can play some other instruments later on, but this is basically how I want my intro to start. No be lie, da la 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 la. Like, share you see, say you the grace, as you dey look me myself the grace, Camille the grace. The father, the man, and your mother, not be the song, go Camila beg. You got the play. Just a catch cruise for studio. But basically, that's how I work sometimes. You know, just lay skeletals down, and then later on, when I'm chanced, and I start writing properly. And not like my songs, they make sense. I mean, sure. But okay, this is just a tip. On your own, I prefer you just sit down. The best way to make to learn from this instrumental, from these tutorials rather, is to take whatever you can that you feel that applies to you from this place and work with it. Everybody gets their own way when they produce. My own different, my way not be your way. A kiss solo you, not your way. So enjoy the beat and make yourself happy. Not use this beat to. Not me myself. I think it sounds nice for me. So I want you know like. Not be lie. I dey feel you for my spine. Here we go, baby, 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 baby. I hang. It's the tutorial I don't finish. Remember the go, it's my birthday, I need to go and eat. Thank you. We are out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Happy birthday,
guys, quickly give. Happy birthday, Suspect. Yeah, this is Tricky, Get, and
Commentary, Team Capital.
Team Capital win the building.
Micro Team Capital win the building.
This is Micro. I want to marry you, baby. Rubbish. Oh.